What's up, people? I'm JR, and I'm a consultant in the music business. Today we'll be discussing 10 truths about the music business. Everyone pays their dues. This is the only business that you have to pay dues. Like, everybody pays their dues. Yeah, some people might know people in certain places and stuff, and they might place them somewhere, but at the end of the day, still have to convince yourself. You still have to convince the fans, especially as an artist. Somebody can put you, say any other business, your dad or mom can put you in their company and let you run the company as a CEO, and you're way up top. But in the music business, say you're an artist and you're coming in the game and you get a leg up and someone helps you to get a record deal or so, you still have the fans to convince, so you still have to prove yourself. So in this game, it's the only business in the world that you have to prove yourself. It's a business, not a playground. Always remember, it's always about business. When I hear people complain, oh, the label did this to me, or this person did that to me, you're not valuable to them anymore. That's why you stay valuable by keeping your hype going and being relevant and still keep working hard and being consistent with things. It's a business. Nobody cares about your whinging. Trust me. G.A.B.O.S. Game ain't based on sympathy. G.A.B.O.S. Self-explanatory. As much as I talk about taking this serious as a business and stuff, this is one of the only businesses where you can mix business with pleasure, because the business is the pleasure. The business supplies pleasure to people, so you can do that, but you just have to always be aware of your surroundings and what you're doing and have a healthy balance. Don't overdo one over the other. So many times I've seen people do it, getting drunk at events and stuff like that. You don't want to do that when you're representing an artist, or you're an artist yourself in front of other execs and people in the music industry. Like, have a healthy balance. It's still a business. Never forget that. Most people are not straight with you and will sell you dreams. For instance, you might go see an exec sometime and to play them some music and stuff, thinking they're gonna sign you, and they'll tell you something like, oh, keep sending me stuff and keep me updated on what you're doing. In other words, he's saying to you, I don't want to sign you right now, but keep me posted. When you do make some hype, at least I sat down with you when you had no hype, so you consider me when you're looking for a label and you're hot. It's what it is. People are never straightforward. I don't know why they do that. They should be honest with people. I always am. You're only as important as your current hit. Whether you're a label or an artist, your current hit is your worth, is your currency right now. As soon as that hype runs out and you don't create another, nobody really cares about you. The people that you were doing business with will tell you, oh, maybe another time, maybe we didn't do this. Like, you need to create some hype, and then they'll consider you. That's the way the game goes. All labels are the same. Now, yes, you might have a label who deal more in a certain genre and they know how to break that sort of music more than the other, but categorically, when you go down the spine and the cultures, it's all the same. The way they get rid of artists, the same. The way they promote artists, the same. They use the same people, they outsource the same companies, all that stuff. It's more or less the same, but you just have to choose which one's right for your genre of music. Do it yourself. Back in the days, labels would have this thing called a development deal. So you have talent, but you don't know the ropes. So what they'll do is they'll sign you to a development deal, and then they'll assign you to a label. Justin Bieber, for instance, he was signed to a label and he was assigned to Usher, so Usher developed him. But that whole idea was championed more by Motown back in the 60s and so loads of the big artists will be assigned a small artist and say, look, teach this person how to do this and this and that, and they'll learn the ropes. So that was a development deal. This day and age, labels ain't doing that anymore. You have to do it all yourself. You have to be the finished product. And to be honest with you, it's not even a bad shout, because if you make yourself the finished product, when they come to you and they put an offer on the table, that offer has to match the work you've done. So the more work you do, the higher the offer. Consistency is key. A wise man once said, if you stay on the pitch long enough, you will score. There's always a learning curve or an opportunity waiting for you, but you have to be consistent enough to create your own opportunities or to be considered for one. Talent is not enough. So many times I've heard people say, I'm better than that singer, I'm better than that rapper. Or they introduce themselves as, I'm the best rapper in the game. Trust me, nobody's... Okay, but what are you doing? Why are you still living in your mother's house? Why are you still, sitting indoors smoking weed all the time if you're the best? Show it. You need to have a work ethic. Without a work ethic, you're going nowhere these days. Talent is not enough. Nobody's putting you on no development deals. People want the finished article. You have to have the work ethic. You have to have honed your skills and become the artist that the finished article, basically. The artist that you want to be in the future and have your own style and have mastered that style. You have to ooze all these things. And if you haven't, your talent, it goes away. It goes a long way, but it won't get you over the line. So work ethic alongside talent, you're always winning. Now, there's many other things to consider in the game, but I believe I've touched on the 10 most important parts. Don't let these things faze you. Remember, have fun, enjoy it, but just make sure you educate yourself and know what sort of business you're coming into and what obstacles may come your way. This has been Game Told. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The name's JR.